Okay, y'all, so Nor just went on the Jason Lee show and said way more than he probably meant to, and it's sounding like he just confirmed that Offset and Saweetie did in fact have an affair while Offset was still married to Cardi B and Saweetie was still with Quavo, allegedly. So Saweetie and Quavo were together for a few years, and when they broke up in 2021, it was very messy because rumors started to go around that the reason that Quavo and Saweetie broke up is because she slept with Offset. Now, Offset denied it. He went on Keke Palmer's podcast and said that it was just a rumor, and the real reason that him and Quavo fell out ran way deeper than that.
Was it true to you and Saweetie?
No, man. It was a rumor, man, and I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? It was something deeper than that. I don't really want to touch on, but it's something deeper than that.
But to be real, I think a lot of us who saw that clip said to ourselves that Offset was lying. Now, Saweetie denied it too, and Cardi B stayed quiet for a long time. And when she finally did address it on the Jason Lee show back in 2023, she said that she was quiet because she was finding out the truth for herself. Take a look.
And you were quiet, and the internet was talking. Why were you quiet?
You know why I was quiet? I was quiet because one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find out the truth. And you know that I was finding out that truth in and out. So it's like, if I entertain something that I know is not true on the internet, people be like, oh, it is true because you're addressing it. But when I don't address it, it's true or not, it's true as well. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna entertain it, because if I entertain it, it's gonna keep going longer and longer and longer. And at the end of the day, I know what's going on in my house.
Well,
now a lot of people took that as her saying nothing happened. So now here's where Nor comes in. Nor is the host of Drink Champs, and a while back he had Quavo and Takeoff on his show, which ironically this was one of the very last interviews Takeoff did before he was killed. And during that interview, Nor asked Quavo, did Offset sleep with Saweetie? And Nor says he got a very clear answer. He cut it out the episode and said he did it out of respect for the man code, but Nor said more than I think he realized.
He asked me for a certain thing that I actually did. I just didn't do it.
You took out the question of whether or not Offset slept with Saweetie.
Absolutely.
You took that question out.
Absolutely.
And you still have that footage.
Absolutely.
And you have the answer.
Absolutely.
But
I respected man code.
Okay. And took it out.
Absolutely.
Would you sell it?
Nope.
To me?
Nope.
To Cardi?
Nope. No. Offset, I got your back.
So you asked the question.
By mistake. I didn't know.
But you asked the question.
Yes, I did.
And you got the answer.
Yes, I did.
But then you cut it out.
Yes.
And you held on to it.
To this day.
Because of the bro code. Oh, that's right. Because when you called me, you said if he keep talking, you'll put it out.
Damn, yo.
That's right. That's
Jason Lee is so messy for that little last part, because really he put the nail in the coffin. Now, even before they even got to that part of the interview, y'all, Nor was talking about how Offset found out about this interview that was getting ready to come out. He ended up calling Diddy. Now, Diddy ended up calling Nor and saying to him, like, don't put that interview out there. Would you want to break up someone's marriage and all this and that? So basically Diddy convinced Nor not to put that part of the interview out there. But I think we all can read in between the lines. We know what this is, allegedly. But I want to know, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think Offset and Saweetie had an affair, or do you think it's cap? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later.
Y'all just love being messy on this here internet. I made a post about how Quavo and Offset related, and Cardi is related through marriage because they had kids. Hollywood Unlocked, my boy Jason, boy, he know how to stir the pot. Nori opens up about his previous interview with Offset and explains why he removed the question about whether or not he slept with Saweetie. Respected man code. That's what Nori said at the time. Now, this don't mean that Offset did or didn't mess with Saweetie, but to me, because of what I said in the last post, it was a topic. So that's enough ammo for me to go back and say, you know what? Wait, hold up now. Quavo and Cardi at the concert, him chilling there. Could it have been some type of disrespect? Possibly, but once again, we don't know if this happened, okay? Sidebar. And just because Offset did this and Quavo might have had intentions, that don't mean Cardi was going for that bullshit. She got enough on her plate with the new baby and Stephon. I don't think she going that deep now. So double down on that. I digress. This is just speculations on what's Nori saying. But it is a possibility. When y'all send me stuff with receipts, I gotta pull it up because I done already ran my mouth. If you ain't see it, go back to my last post. I did say they family and Offset did not mess with Saweetie in that way. But if this happened, Quavo was doing a little bit more than shucking and jiving there at the concert. Then we got to look into some more stuff. Tell me what y'all think, okay? Watch the last post, watch this post. This Hollywood Unlocked thing mixes things up a little bit, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Tell me what y'all think, though. I'm just here to bring y'all the news. I'm just a messenger.
Rich nigga 8-figure, that's my type. That's my type. That's my type. Well, Saweetie definitely showed that it's her type. Y'all, she ain't sleep with one of the dang amigos. She slept with two. She said, now y'all really brothers. Now, one thing about it and two things for sure, we ain't heard about Saweetie unless it's talking about some of the men, and I hate that for her. But at the end of the day, she was the cause of the breakup of the Migos. I mean, Migo. Y'all let a girl come in between y'all. I mean, there wasn't enough love in the world for y'all to allow Saweetie to come between what y'all had going. Now, y'all was the best rep group we've ever dang gone seen. Y'all let Saweetie come in and get a little too sweet. Now, Offset, you just don't be knowing how to get some control. You can't keep your hands off anything that's in front of you. And at the end of the day, that's very sad because y'all could have been something big and everything could have been avoided. Now, Noriega comes on Jason Lee's podcast and he says he ain't gonna release the footage because of bro code, but he said everything we needed to hear, and basically he said he did it. All right, y'all, let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about this. Saweetie 8-figure, that's my type. That's her type. Yeah, that's her type.
This one's crazy, yo. My dog Nori from Drink Champs, he said that he knows the truth. If Offset cheated on Cardi B with Saweetie, who's with Quavo, which is his brother, and he knows the truth, and he said he's gonna keep it to himself. He's never gonna tell nobody what happened. He's never gonna sell it to nobody. He said that he has this, like, he talked with Offset and they have this understanding of like bro code. And he said he's never gonna break the bro code. He's never gonna say nothing. He's just gonna die with the secret, right? And the guy interviewing Nori was like, "But come on, son. What if somebody offered you big money for that shit?" He was like, "How much?" But then he laughed at it. He was like, "Nah, I just can't do it." And you know, the part that sucks is like this is such a legendary group, yo. The Migos with Offset, Quavo, Takeoff, R.I.P. One of the biggest hip hop groups in hip hop, next to like Outkast and NWA and shit, you know what I'm trying to say? So it sucks to see this is how it's all falling apart and ending. We don't know the truth of what happened, but if a man's gonna tell me like, oh, I can't tell you what happened, I'm gonna die with it, like you're basically telling me something happened. like if nothing happened, you just be like, I think ain't shit happened, leave me alone. So I don't know, man. This is like a crazy ass story. I don't know what to think anymore, man. It sucks because I was still hoping for like some Migos type of reunion where they get some old verses from Takeoff and Offset and Quavo do some new shit together and drop a new album just for the love, you know what I'm saying? For the culture. And I don't know if we're gonna get that, man, because it don't seem like these two is ever gonna be cool. But I don't know, man. We could always hope. Let me know in the comments though. You guys think that some weird shit happened or you think that it didn't happen? Let's talk about it. It's your boy. Peace out.